What we do here is go back.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, my first video ever where I will show you guys how to do this cut crease look while I answer some makeup related questions. Before I start, I do just want to take time to say thank you to the girls on Instagram who constantly show their support, who comment on my pictures and who DM me and who tell me all these beautiful things, and also just for encouraging me and pushing me to start my channel and make videos. If you're one of those girls, and you know if you are, thank you so much, because believe it or not, your support is very important to me and I appreciate it more than you know. But yeah, if you want to learn a few things about me or how to do this look, then keep on watching the video. Okay, so I already have one eye done, so I'm going to start with the other eye. I'm going to prep it using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, the one with the satin finish. I kind of just put that all over my lid like that. I already carved out my brows, so I don't really have to do that again. Then I take the Real Techniques 300 brush and I'm just going to buff out. I don't use a sponge. I like to use a brush to buff it out because I feel like sponges, I don't know, I just don't reach for sponges. I like brushes better now. By the way, as you can tell, the base I used for my eyeshadow is shades lighter than my actual skin tone because I want the color to pop out. So I'm gonna use a lighter shade. So now taking the shade No Regrets from the Morphe 39L palette, I'm just going to take any blending brush and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and blend it into the crease. So before I blend it, I like to pack it on to know exactly where it's going, and then I start to blend it out once I build up all the product. Looks messy, but you gotta trust the process. If you think you're done blending, you're not. Keep blending. With a different blending brush, I'm gonna take the shade Makeout Sesh. Babe, Makeout Sesh. I'm gonna put that right on top of the color I had just put and blend it a little bit under the crease. I'm gonna use the same Makeout Sesh shade from the eyeshadow palette and just deepen it up, especially in the crease, and try to bring it up as close to the pink as I can, but still leaving some pink to show up so you can see different colors that you use. So I got asked how I make my cut creases look really precise and really sharp, and the brush I use is this one. I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce the last name, but that's what it's called. It's called Sonia something. And then I used the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, the one that dries matte, and I used the lightest shade, which is shade Fair Warm. I just take some product and put it on the back of my hand, and then I just pick some up with the brush, and I start first by outlining where my crease is gonna be. Okay, once I've mapped out where I want my concealer to be, then I just go back in and fill in the space. I don't rub in the concealer like this because I feel like it just messes it up. I like to just pack it on. Before I go in with any shade on my crease, I first like to blend out the outer part of my eye. So I just go back in with the eyeshadows I used and pack it onto the outer part of my eye and just blend it inwards as far as I want it to go in. So with the same brush I used to cut my concealer, I'm going to take the shade Gleam Big and Strobin and just pack that all onto my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can just blend those colors in together. So I'm going to take a liquid eyeshadow from Stila, and it's going to be the shade Dollish. So I kind of just pat it like I do with everything, literally. And then I just pat it again. Okay, so I'm all done with my eyes, and I decided that while I do my face, I'll answer some questions because this is kind of like a get to know me type of video. So I'll just do that while I finish my face makeup. So for my primer, I'm taking the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just going to use any stippling brush, mine is from Wet n Wild, and start blending it in.
At what age did you start getting into makeup?
I started getting into makeup when I was in 8th grade. Summer before freshman year, because I was watching Bethany Moda and I remember her video. It was the waterproof makeup, and I don't know, when I saw that video I really started liking makeup. Ever since then I've been doing makeup, so it's been like what, 5, so it's been about like 8 years that I've been doing makeup. My foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. I like this one because it has SPF in it and it smells really good. And this one is a dewy finish. So if you have oily skin, I don't recommend this one.
What's your favorite kind of look to do?
My favorite kind of look to do is definitely anything colorful, whether it's a cut crease, smoky. I don't really do smoky eyes. Just anything colorful, because if you go on my Instagram, if you know me, you know that I always reach for the colorful colors. I don't know, like I'm just not a natural makeup person. I love using colors. I just love for my makeup to be really exaggerated and popping. You know, just out there, so whenever someone sees me, they turn their head and they're like, because that's happened. I went to Michael's one time and of course I had a full face of makeup, color, everything. This little girl kept staring at me. Make sure to blend down to your neck always. But yeah, overall just anything colorful. I'm not really a natural makeup type of person. So yeah, anything colorful, cut crease, and exaggerated and bold. So I'm using an AOA Studio brush, the F4. And I like to use brushes to buff out my foundation. I stopped using sponges for that because if you really buff out good, then you won't leave streaks. You can't just go like this because that does leave streaks. I kind of just buff it out and pat it into my skin.
What's your biggest makeup pet peeve?
I just don't like when things aren't blended. Look good. If you don't blend, it's gonna look its best. So blending is literally the key to like good makeup. I also don't like block eyebrows, no offense, but they're just not my go-to personally. And I'm pretty sure nobody likes, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like when the foundation doesn't match or when the foundation isn't blended to your neck. That's just really not a great sight to see. What else? I know I have a lot. I don't know if this counts as a makeup pet peeve, but I hate when people don't give credit to where they get their ideas from. You know, like if you get inspired by someone, give them credit, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. It's the nice thing to do. So for my concealer, I'm going to take the Hydrating Camo Concealer with the satin finish, the e.l.f. one, of course. These concealers are amazing. I love them. It's all I use. And I just take a concealer brush and I just place it under my eye. I don't like to put too much because then I don't want it to look really white under my eyes, and then like my eyes are gonna have flashback, and that's no bueno. So I just put a little bit and just pat it out like that, but I just don't blend it in yet. I wait. And I do the same on the other side. I just make a little triangle and just pat it out. Once I've got it in the areas where I want it, I just start blending that out with a sponge.
What's a weird makeup encounter that has happened to you?
I have two. One of them was actually I woke up one time and I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw this girl post this like dancing video, and it was like a trend at the time. So I like clicked on her profile to go see if she had more, and I saw that one of her highlights, the picture for her highlight, that the name was makeup highlight. I saw that she had my picture as her highlight cover, you know, and I was like, what the heck? And so I texted her because, you know, like, I found it kind of weird that she didn't ask, because if she wants to use my picture, like, okay, that's fine, but ask and give me credit, because that's not your work. And so I DM'd her and I was like, hey, like, can I ask why my picture is your highlight cover photo? And she was like, oh, it's because I really liked it. I can take it off if it bugs you. And I was like, no, it doesn't bug me. What's weird is just that you didn't ask, you know, or give credit. And so I don't think she answered after that, but then she took it off eventually. And then another one was this one girl, like, I posted a picture of those like 2 years ago versus now of my makeup, and this girl came at me. She came at me trying to tell me that the only reason why my makeup looked good was because of the lighting. And, you know, a lot of people defended me. I feel bad because they came at her in the comments. They came at her in the comments and she was not leaving. But, like, come on now. Like, if you're just gonna go and hate and leave mean comments, like, just don't leave any comments at all. You know, nobody wants that negativity. I don't want that negativity. So just be nice. There's nothing hard about being nice. Of course, to contour, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I'm just gonna take a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna dot that like that. And I'm just taking the Real Techniques 200 brush, and I'm just gonna use that to buff it out.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh my god, it's too much. And I know this looks crazy, but don't worry. It's all about the buffing and the blending. Or maybe I just put too much. If you ever put too much cream contour, just go back with the sponge you used to blend out your concealer and just pat whatever product is left from the concealer on top of the contour, so it's not so harsh, because that's also one of my pet peeves, harsh contour. What was the question? Whatever's left on the brush that I use for my contour, I'm just gonna pat that onto my forehead so I don't have a bronzer helmet.
Has someone ever made fun of your makeup?
They better not have. I don't think so. Maybe not. Well, at least not to my face. Behind my back, I don't know. But if they did, I'm just gonna take it as jealousy, because, like, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but, like, my makeup is good. If anyone who's watching this that knows me has ever heard someone talk behind my back about my makeup, please tell me. Like, I won't even get mad. I just kind of want to laugh and see what it is. If anyone has something mean to say about my makeup, I kind of want to know what it is.
Suppose there's only one beauty product left in the world. What do you wish it would be?
Definitely an eyebrow pencil. I feel like when you meet someone, the first thing they notice is your eyebrows, or at least that's the first thing I notice about any person I see. And I feel like that kind of just frames your face. So I would want to always have nice eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm just baking with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I'm just going to bake in the regular areas that anyone would bake.
Have you ever had your makeup done by anyone else?
The last time I had my makeup done by someone else was years ago. I don't remember how old I was, but it was definitely a while ago. And, you know, I actually have been wanting someone to do my makeup, but I'm scared to let someone do my makeup, because I'm so specific about how I want it done, because I feel like I have the most unsymmetrical face ever. But I don't know anyone who does makeup like that, or who's like willing to do my makeup like that, you know. But yeah, recently, no, I haven't. It's been years since I've had my makeup done by anyone else. So I'm gonna take the BH Studio Pro Contour Palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here, and as you can already tell, I hit pan on it. And I'm just gonna bronze up my face.
Do you have any friends who are also into makeup?
I have friends who do their makeup and like they like to do their makeup for fun, but I don't think I have an actual friend who does their makeup the way I do, or that like has a makeup page like I do. I have two friends, and one doesn't really know, I guess she doesn't really know how to do makeup, sorry Cassie. And the other one, she does her makeup, but like every time we're together we're just at work, so we're not gonna wear like a whole bunch of makeup at work. We need to hang out together and go out in order for us to be wearing our makeup together. You know who you are. She knows who she is. Okay, now I'm just gonna brush off all my baking powder. Kidding. All my setting powder. So for blush, I'm using my BH Glamorous Blush 10 color blush palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm gonna get I'm just gonna fluff it onto my face. Okay, so for the last step of my face, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Glow Kit palette. I'm gonna take this palette and take this shade right here. I'm gonna use this brush right here, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corners. I'm gonna put that on my brow bone. And I like to, and I'm just gonna glow. She likes to glow, so we're gonna go all in. So once I'm done with everything, I like to go back and do my bottom lash line. Okay, so now that I'm done with my bottom lash line, I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara, and I'm just gonna use this to put on my top and bottom lashes.
What?
I poked my eye. That's so. So for lashes, I'm using the Ardell in 252 lashes. Okay, so I'm back and I finished putting on my eyelashes and my bottom lash mascara. And last but not least are the lips. I'm just gonna take the Sephora liquid lipstick in the number 75. I don't think these have a name. And I'm just gonna apply that onto my lips. So I'm done with my lips, and it is a matte finish, and it's very matte, so if you have chapped lips, maybe it's not the best, or you can put some gloss over it. And to make sure my makeup stays in place, obviously, I'm gonna use the Flower Seal and Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. Okay, so that's it for the purple mauve cut crease makeup look. I hope you learned something from it, hopefully, and if you liked it, go check out my Instagram, because that's where I have all of my makeup looks, and I'll post all my like IGTVs and all my tutorials on there. So definitely go check out my Instagram if you want to see more of my work, and thank you for watching.